They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Indiana's offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. Finds a man on the right. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Weeks. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Hoosiers with the first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Offense, points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number 1, and they give up a sack on play 2.
They'll try the right side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the running back has it. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Illinois right back to the line.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Toppin. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's awesome. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Illinois lining up quickly.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Intercepted for the 11th time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Breaks him, just steamrolling the defense. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Rides the back and leaves it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
On third down, he drops the throw. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it, and you didn't." Breaks into the open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. Makes one man miss. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field. He'll set up to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Grabbed over the middle. It's Garrison. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Trying play action. With the catch, it's Terrell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Runs through the tackle. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch on the left. He's loose. Touchdown, Indiana! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper shows how dangerous this passing game can be. 89 yards on the scoring toss. Coming out with it, it's Harmon. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Garrison. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
He's brought down at the 34. Good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab for a big play. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? It's first down from the 37-yard line. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half, but the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hands.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Got a man, it's Howard. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball spotted at the 27, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Let's go! Let's go! Ready, go. He'll keep it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! Fit it in the window for the score.
And earlier, this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. So an 82-yard drive there. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Algier. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Harmon. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. To the ground with the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Looking downfield, it's gone. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Excellent. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Finding an escape route.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back back-to-back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the new kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And he's wrestled to the ground. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Caught in the backfield, it's Cherry. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st, it's at the 37. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets it out fast. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Looking for a man, it's Brewer. He's got him. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point is good. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be... And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Off the play fake.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the running back. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner is stopped. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They go to the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Makes him talk to the hand. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Between the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
At the 23. And first down.
Back to throw. It's Goff. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Howard. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Leon. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Looking to throw, it's Brewer. Release to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.